Previously on the Youth Edition.
Here's the delivery. Oh, he's done it again! Come on, you fucking Forest Green! Dylan Allen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is a man you just want in the box. He knows the way home. 2-1. Straight back into it. Strike out!
Hello and welcome back to the Youth Edition with Forest Green Rovers. This is season number 7 and we've started off absolutely insanely good. We sit in second position, 5 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses on 17 points, tied up here with Chelsea. They are only beating us on goal difference. We haven't lost a game in this episode, in this season so far. The boys are getting the job done. The Twos are absolutely smashing it in the Premier League. And we're coming through on the right end of the ledger in the Champions League as well. In today's episode, we will have Dortmund into the Champions League, probably our biggest test yet. So let's just jump straight into it and push on and see what is installed for Forest Green today. Well, just stopping in here, Marvel Bunbury has won Player of the Month. And that's not a bad effort. He has really been helping out the Twos, but probably a general there. I mean... some people would say he should be playing in the Champions League team, but the job he is doing here in the Premier League has really helped us out a lot. Him and Sun Hee-so are leading that team to victory. Alright, let's jump into some Premier League action. We are at home at the Ecotricity Arena and we are hosting Swansea City. And this should be a decent encounter, you'd hope. We are the team to beat at the moment here in the Premier League. Still undefeated, but you know teams are going to start coming, and they're going to start coming hard. Sun Hee-so will start up front today. I think Robbo's probably more of an impact player. Just bring him on 20 odd minutes ago when you need a big tall target up front. So Sun Hee-so will go back up front today. Hopefully he can generate some goals. I think he's still the leading goal scorer here in the Premier League with 6. So Freese will assume his position back in the centre midfield, up to a 79 rated player now. Swansea aren't inside the top 10. Forest Green, high and mighty, sitting in second position, and it's a stellar start to the season for the Rovers. And, well, Swansea have come from Wales to Nailsworth, a pretty, short trip. They don't have to travel to London or anything like that, if you know your geography of England. And here's our starting lineup, standing between the sticks, of course. Colombo, Williams, Bischoff, and Miguel. Bunbury's got a red card for too many yellows, so Bamber will check into the central defensive midfield position. Johansson, Lefevre, and Fitzpatrick are the mid-3, and Sun Hee-so resumes up front. A big game here for Forest Green, wanting to keep this unbeaten streak alive. And can we be the formidable team for most teams to want to try and beat? Now, Swansea City, well, we are 7 seasons in. Let's have a quick look at their lineup. They've got Guzman between the sticks. Dubois, Callas, Mangala, and Lato. Okay. Mesa in the central defensive midfield. Grujic and Fulton. Ortiz, Ruiz. Helmet wearing central attacking midfielder. And Immobile and Baston, well, we've had trouble with them in the past. I'm interested to see old Helmet Head in the cam roll. Let's get into the game. There he is. Immobile and Bischoff gets around him. Here's the ball in the box. And Zanna just tips it over the top. Good work from the Italian keeper. Back from international duty. It's a corner for Swansea. Whip it deep into the box. Fitzy needs to do the job, and he does. Here is Sun Hee-so. He'll flip this one off. Gets the run here from Lefevre. Plays it back to safely. Miguel. Lefevre. There's this one across for Colombo. Tries to open up some space on the outside flank. There's Johansson. Brings it forward. Fitzy lays it forward. Wanted Sun Hee-so. Oh, Fitz. Lovely manoeuvre. Next to the strike. We'll get the corner. Ulda Bamba getting some rare minutes here. He'll probably be making his way out of the club, but decides to take this game on. And to Ulda Bamba shoots. It's a good strike. Guzman with the save. Colombo. Johansson. Freese. Finds a bit of opening here, Mikel Freese. He does have an opening, Mikel Freese! Oh, brilliant finish from the Danish centre midfielder. Well, you don't allow us that much space in the midfield. Still underestimating the power of Forest Green. Mikel Fries with his first goal of the season. It was a miraculous run through the guts. And it felt like he had all the time in the world. They closed in on him. He pulled the trigger and he puts it in the top right corner. It's 1-0 Forest Green after 21 minutes. And finally get one past Guzman. Well, Fries just took it on. There was a man chasing him down, but he had pace to get through. And slots it between two men. Puts his balls in the back of the net. And it's 1-0 Forest Green. Lovely finish. Swansea to the back post. Oh, good work from Big Willie. Fries pump this one forward. Fitzy trying to hit on the counter. Slices and dices his way through the traffic. Still goes Fitzy. He'll slip this one off. Sun Hee So. Oh my days. That was clinical from Forest Green. Sun Hee So with his 7th of the season. Just had to wait for the offside call. He hasn't been pinned. Lovely pass from Fitzy, and Sun Hee So with the 99 finishing. Makes no mistake of it. And he is having a stellar start to the season. He did this last season though. He went spastic in the first half and then died off in the second. So let's hope he can pull a complete season together. If he does, he could be man of the season. His 7th Premier League goal. It's 2-0 Forest Green. Oh, played through the outside. Zanin, good save. Well, it's a corner now for Swansea. They're trying to work their way into this game. Helmet Head is going to deliver. Into the box, here's the header. Miguel clears it off. Bischoff clears it away. Well, played forward, played through. There's the goal. Well, finally, they work their way through our defensive line, and Swansea find a goal on the cusp of half-time. And it is Immobile putting it in the back of the net. Seemed to dodge all the tackles coming through, and that was enough for them to get the strike away. Bamba got caught napping. Bischoff sidestepped and then straight past him. Off the sidebar, it's 2-1. There is the whistle for half-time. We've got a 2-1 lead. Oh, it's a free kick for Swansea in a pretty nasty area. In the box. Oh, come on! 2-2. Well, we needed to do better for defensively there. That was a rubbish set piece. Grujic gets the goal. And they equalise in the 60th minute. Boys. Unacceptable defending there from Forest Green. You can't be letting them score set pieces like that. Who was the main culprit? It's come over the top. And Fitzy caught napping, caught behind, needed to put more muscle on. And a quick finish piece. It's 2-2. Oh, Bamba. In with the steal. Takes off down the line here. Daouda Bamba. Plays it forward. Wants Lefebvre. Here is Lefebvre. Oh, great save from Guzman. Fries with the steal. Brings it inside. Lefebvre. Lovely touch on. Fries. Daouda Bamba. Oh! Right, 3 changes. Johansson, Fries and Lefebvre check out of the game. Santo, Robbo and Lund check in. Robbo up front. Sun Hee So central midfield. Fitzy. Lund. Turns on it. Lund! Oh, great save from Guzman. Sato with the corner. Whips in. Oh, comes out the back. Says Miguel. Robbo. Oh, there's the whistle. Another fucking draw. Come on, boys. Well, a brilliant start, but Swansea City fought their way back into the game. They held possession. Only 2 tackles for Swansea. But let's have a look here. Mikel Fries gets an 8.9 with a goal. 7.4 for Lefebvre. 8 for Jens Johansson with the assist. 7.1 for Zanin, led in 2 goals today. 7.8 for Colombo with 3 intercepts. And 8.1 for Williams, 2 tackles, 4 intercepts. And 7.1 for Bischoff, 1 tackle. 7.4 for Cesar Miguel with 1 tackle. And 8.1 for Sun Hee So, got us the goal. And 8.5 for Daouda Bamba, 3 tackles, 3 intercepts. Really showed something, and well, he will be leaving the club eventually, but put in a good shift here today. Santa with a 6.1, 6.5 for Lund. An 8.7 for Fitzy with the assist and a tackle. 5.9 for Robbo. Didn't have the impact we were hoping for. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Right, it is the final scout report back from South Africa, and there hasn't really been any real worldly talent come through here, unfortunately. But Nemini Marke is a 52 to 66, 75 to 94, valued at 210. I'm going to sign him into the academy, and we'll see what he is made of. Right, we are here in Serbia, and Nino Bjanic is probably the pick of the crop, but only a potential of 82. He's valued at 325. There are some decent players floating around here, but at this stage of the career mode, not really worth signing any of these lads in. So we will finish our time here in Serbia. And our final report is back from England. There are some decent players in this academy squad. Connor Turner probably the pick of the crop at 320 grand of valuation. I just don't know whether it's worth signing him in. Other than that, there wasn't a lot to choose from here from these 3 months in England. Owen Morris looked alright, only 60 grand of valuation. I think we will sign in Connor Turner. We'll just take a look at him. You never know. Right, we will send our scouts out. It's always good and fun to see what we can bring back anyway. So we'll go random number generator, and it is number 58. Okay, 58 is from Jonas Reichert, and he wants South Korea for defensive-minded. Right, next country, 142 is from Jeff Foster, Italy, for technically gifted. No worries. And the final one, 19. Okay, 19 is from Owen A. Harris Gaming, Canada, for goalkeepers. All right. Right, game 3 of the Champions League, and we go to the Westania to take on Dortmund, which is a 1 versus 2 in this group encounter. If we can get the wall over Dortmund here on their home deck, we will be right in the box seat for this Champions League group stage. And, well, the boys obviously rested up. They're only playing Champions League football at the moment for us. And with them well rested, they generally coming out and having a really decent impact. Dylan Allen had a massive game in the last encounter there against Sporting. And hopefully we can find him here again today. JDT, well, we've got the boys in the rain. Both teams undefeated so far in this competition, so unless there's a draw, someone will get a 1 in the L Common today. Rashford is playing for Dortmund. Okay, well, we're going to have to worry a little bit about him with some pace. He's probably up to a decent rating 7 seasons in. And let's have a look at the Dortmund lineup. They've got Berkey between the sticks. They've got Klein, Weigl, Rashford on the left. Okay, Masonda is in there as well. Barta is a decent centre-back. So, yeah, not a bad team. And you can see why they're probably sitting top of the group. But hopefully Forest Green can drop them back a peg, and we can get the job done here today. We know who's in the first team. Let's get out here and see if we can take another 3 points. We'll slip this one off with the sprinting pace of Ben Kide, who works his way down the line. Look at the pace of Ben Kide go. Can he slip one back inside? He can. He looks for Higuiñe. Picked off. Oh, Higuiñe comes flying through. Feeds this one off for Alfie Wilson, and he'll oblige the outside winger run. Higuiñe back into the box. Alfie Wilson. No, cleared away. Well, it is a free kick for Dortmund. Rashford steps up. Oh, great save from Zanet. Oh, Charlie Allen's just stripped Rashford. There's Majic. Brings it inside. Dylan Allen lays it off for Alfie Wilson, who thunders his way forward. Off to Ben Kide. Brings it inside. Charlie Allen. Oh, good block from the defence. Charlie Allen. Alfie Wilson. Dylan Allen. Plays it through. Charlie. Takes the game on. Charlie Allen. Oh, works Berkey. There's Charlie Allen. Pushes his way forward. Loses Ben Kide as a decoy. There's the cross. Dylan Allen. Oh, just pegged out. They know our plans of attack, and it's a corner here for Forest Green. Charlie Allen whips in. Dylan Allen got a touch. Feeds it off here for Charlie. Plays it back. Hayes gets it forward. Majic can get the touch. Oh, this passing game is intense. Ben Kide slips one forward though. Charlie Allen on the break. Oh, just shoved off it by Sarko. Dylan Allen. Oh, sidebar. Fuck. Well, there is the whistle at half-time. A tough encounter between both sides as expected, and it's 0-0. Works his way forward. Lovely touch on from Higuiñe. Alfie Wilson Loves this in... Oh, come on! Fuck! Inye played it off quickly. Alfie Wilson. Myage. Oh, he's got an opening. He strikes. Good save from Berkey. We'll get a corner. Forest Green with a corner. Charlie Allen to deliver. Looks for Higinye. Doesn't get him. Alfie Wilson should clean this one up at the back. Brings it forward. Hayes. Off to Myage. Turns nicely. Myage shoots. Oh, puts it wide. Oh, just the one change. Mock checking in for Ben Kind in the 77th. Oh, Cosmichu picks his pocket, slips it off here for Charlie Allen. Takes it out wide, Charlie. Needs to slip it forward for Dylan Allen. He does. He'll lay it off here for Higinye. And Higinye strikes. Oh, what a save. Brilliant save from the keeper. Flicks it forward. Dylan Allen can't get on the end of it. And there's the whistle. Well, what a tough encounter. It finishes 0-0 here in Dortmund. Well, it was all intense action. They had the possession. 8 tackles, 10 shots for Forest Green, but we couldn't find a goal. Couple of posts and sidebars in action. Only the one change. Cosmichu with a 7.7 is our man of the match today. Right, here we go. Back to Premier League action, and this time we're on the road. We go to St Mary's Stadium to take on Southampton. And, well, the twos, well, it's pretty much, I guess you could just call it our Premier League lineup so far. Have been doing a very good job. Undefeated, but a few draws in the last one. We need to pick up one of those 3-point games. I think we're top of the table, though. I think Chelsea might have slipped up. Sun Hee-so will start up front again today. That seems to be working out for us. And then slip him into the midfield later in the game and get Big Robbo up front. But, Forest Green, just travelling along nicely. We haven't lost a game yet. And touch wood, that will continue. We are 1 point ahead of Chelsea, who did actually lose a game. So the only team left undefeated in the competition is Forest Green. Today we take on Southampton. And they will be looking out to put a number 1 in that L ledger. Let's have a look at their side. Who they got between the sticks? Dillian, always a tough opponent. Walker, Conti, Holding, and Riveros. It's a decent backline. Classy and Remote in the midfield. Rigoni, Bernard, and Redmond with a bit of pace out on the wing. And then Drewisi is up front. Alright, we know who's in our team. Let's go. Oh, it's just slipping through everyone. Colombo, Bischoff, Johansson, Bunbury, Lefebvre out wide. Johansson's kept running. He's got a paddock. Let's go, Johansson. Works his way down. Cuts back inside. Still coming, Johansson. Oh. Free kick here for Southampton. Deep into the box. Williams gets up. Bunbury lays it off, and it's Johansson again. He's showing some sprightly action here today. He's off again. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Yes, Johansson. That is persistence from the Dane. He's got Lefebvre working for him. Inside. Oh, good work from Conti. On the line, here's Redmond. Good work from Mikel Fries. That is a brilliant defensive effort. Colombo plays it back off, and Mikel Fries is having an outstanding game. Works his way down the line here. Cuts back inside. Feeds it off. Sun Hee-so. Brings it back in for Lefebvre. Gets the run here from Bunbury. Back inside for Sun Hee-so. He works his way forward. Slips it off here for Fitzy. Fitzy will bring it back inside for Sun Hee-so. Go! Yes! That's it! His 8th of the season. 1-0 Forest Green. And he's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. He is scoring goals for fun at the moment. Sun Hee-so set that up with some beautiful 1-2 play with Fitzy. But that goal will be accredited to Mikel Fries. Beautiful defensive work in the back line. And good follow-up there from Sun Hee-so. His 8th for the season. It's 1-0 Forest Green. With the tackle. Oh, Bischoff's just taken that one of the crackers. Bunbury can't hold up the play. Southampton have picked up their work rate. Here they come, Redmond. Takes the strike. Good save from Zanin. Oh, here they come. Oh, Zanin again. Made some good saves today. Another corner. Southampton not lying down here. They're definitely up for this fight. Here's the head up. Zanin again. Oh, well, he's giving that one away. Redmond. Oh, that's a pen. Miguel went for the challenge. And, well, he gets a stern talking to. Didn't really need to make that kind of challenge right on the edge of the box, but that's enough for a penalty.
Well, I think so. The referee doesn't need to make a
Zanin now. Can he make the save here? No, it's gone down the middle. It's 1-1. Well, an absolute brain fake there from Cesar Miguel. Gives them the penalty. They're back in the game on the cusp of half-time. It's 1-1. Here's Johansson. Dives his way through. Passes it off for Colombo. Back inside, Sun Hee-so. Off to Lefebvre. Finds Marvel Bunbury. He finds Sun Hee-so. Turns his man. Tries to slip it through. Freeze! Oh, save! Oh, that was brilliant football, but no goal. And it's half-time. It's 1-1. Johansson to Freeze. Feeds it off. Here is Lefebvre, the Belgian. Oh, it's a lovely ball through. Sun Hee-so to finish. Oh, sidebar again! Fuck me, it's a magnet today. Right from Bischoff. Freeze plays it forward. Here's Lefebvre. He's going to run out of juice. He plays it off. Wanted Fitzy. Fitzy gets the touch on. Johansson find his way down the line. Cuts back inside. Tries to take the strike. Blocked by Holding. Right, 3 changes. Johansson, Freeze and Lefebvre check out. Santo, Robinson and Lund check in. Lund into the cam roll. Sun Hee-so back into centre mid. Fitzy drives in. Oh! Sun Hee-so stepping up, the big man on campus. His 9th goal of the season, this time with the header. And Forest Green 2, Southampton 1. Well, a lovely ball in. I thought it was Big Robbo, but it was Sun Hee-so marking the front post. And that is a lovely finish from the South Korean. Not usually one to score headed finishes, but he's got one there. It's 2-1. Holding. Classy. Solid work. And here is Lund. He's got space for days. Lund works his way forward. He needs Big Robbo. Come on, Big Robbo. Finish it off, son. Get in! 3-1. Counter-attack football. And Big Robbo, being the big impact player, gets his 2nd goal of the season. And that was special. Big Robbo. Everyone thought he was gone. His fucking locker was collecting cobwebs, and all of a sudden he's popped up here in Season 7. And he's banged in a couple. 3-1 Forest Green. Oh, Lund plays it off. Robbo gets the touch. Sun Hee-so, Lund picked off. And there's the whistle. A big victory for Forest Green. 3-1. We'll take another 3 points for this Premier League season. Well, 14 shots to 9. It was a great day out there for Forest Green in the end. Looking at performances, Fitzy got 2 assists and a 9.5 with 2 intercepts. Robbo checks in, gets himself an 8.2 and a goal. 7.4 for Freeze, he toiled hard today. 7 for Lefebvre, he's looked like an injury. 7.6 for Johansson, played more of a defensive role on that wing today. Zanin with a 7.5, 4 saves and 1 goal conceded. 7.6 for Colombo, wasn't really cited. 8.3 for Williams, 1 tackle, 1 intercept. A 7.7 for Bischoff, 3 tackles, 1 intercept. 7.3 for Cesar Miguel, 1 and 1. A 9.5 for Sun Hee-so, picked himself up 2 goals and a couple of key passes, really was influential today. Marvel Bunbury gets an 8 with 2 intercepts, a 7.3 for Sato, an 8.4 for Lund, checked in at the cam position and got himself an assist. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Well, the news comes through that they have agreed to personal terms, so to Alder Bamba, thank you for your services. He will be going to Birmingham on the 1st of January. And that is where we will wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We are sitting top of the table, haven't lost a game. 9 games in, 21 points, and Sun Hee-so is the man, the myth, the legend that is ripping it up in the Premier League. We're doing okay as well in the Champions League. And everything is coming up Forest Green at this stage. Thanks very much for tuning in. Hopefully you have hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new around here, and we will see you in another episode. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.